try to be a bit of a beacon of positivity in this game, highlighting all of the wonderful things about it and all of my lovely experiences. But DBD is an exceptionally flawed game, with an exceptionally flawed community. And this is the sister video of the Best of DBD video I posted a week ago. Some of these stories have silly recreations for humor reasons, and some don't, due to, well, there are some things I can't make jokes about.
About 10 months ago, I'm sitting there, I'm playing solo queue on stream, and something just clicked. Like I'm not having fun anymore. I haven't been having fun for a long time, and there's so many better things I could be doing. So just you quit the game, you set it out, you look at yourself in that black screen while it loads, and it's like, what have I been doing for the last couple months?
So I was playing not long ago after Chaos Shuffle ended. I was Onryo and we got Suffocation Pit. It'd been a while since I'd played her. I hadn't played her since Blood Moon, and I was looking to have some chill games, not really try very hard, just trying to de-rust and have some fun. And I got the most try-hard group imaginable. And of course, again, like I said, it was Suffocation Pit, which is a terrible map for M1 killers like Onryo, even though she can teleport because it has a strong main and a number of relatively safe fillers. It also has a pretty clustered generator spread, so it's kind of hard to defend, even if you have teleport like Onryo does. So it was a very, very, very rough game. I think I got maybe one hook before they literally pushed Gen so hard with their Gen builds that I didn't have time to do anything. Now that's not an issue. Others wanting to win isn't toxic, and rushing gens is a valid strategy, so that wasn't a problem. I just figured they wanted to play it and win more than me, so I'm like, okay, you can win. Fine, I forfeit, and I handed them the win. I demanifested in the corner, went to go make some tea, get a drink, use the bathroom, whatever. Them wanting to win didn't bother me. What did bother me, and what I think was toxic, is what these guys decided to do after this. So they found me demanifested and continued trying to bait me into interacting with them instead of just leaving. Which, I mean, everybody knows the whole just leave, just leave, just leave. It's like, dude, you already won, just leave, you don't have to run it in. So you don't have to rub it in. That, to me, was what was toxic. I don't like that. And again, of course, in the endgame screen, I noticed they're all running a Gen Rush build, and I asked them why they didn't just leave in the endgame chat when I clearly had handed them the game. And the Sable, the most toxic one, responded with, cry. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you guys are trying to bait so hard. You really want to piss people off for no good reason other than the fact that they played killer today and got the misfortune of having you as their opponents. And unfortunately, in my experience, this is typical of the type of behavior killer players get when they just want to play chill and relearn a killer they haven't played in months.
So there was this pig player, and it's not my story, it's someone else's. She targets TTVs, and what she does is she somehow befriends the other survivors, or if not just that, she will trap you in the corner and watch you die with the trap on your head. Yeah, if you can't play the game, and they target only TTVs. They call themselves the TTV killer or whatever, and that's like some omega toxic shit.
It's kind of a really rough one, so I don't know if it would be good to put it in, but like once I only remember the endgame chat, I don't remember the game, but like I think I 4K'd as a killer, and then like I had someone in the endgame chat say that they wish that my mom was run over or something by a car, and it was like it made me get off and just say I felt terrible for the rest of the day. It was like, how can you be such a fucking vile person to a different being?
This one's kind of recent. A few months ago, I remember a doctor bringing a Midwich offering with knockout and some other fun perks. Refused to hook, just hit everyone down and just kind of sat there and looked at everyone until everyone bled out. It was just like, yeah, slugging helps. And as killer, I mean, I'm an Oni main, you're a Twins main, we both know slugging can be necessary sometimes. But there's a point where slugging just becomes obnoxious and there's no reason to do it other than just to BM and be toxic, and just sit there and watch them bleed out is one of those things.
So one time I was playing as a Rebecca. What's funny is also I was playing against a Ghostface, but it was on Disturb Ward. No, not Ward. It was on the Clown map. But I was about to hit second, and then Jake was gonna come and get me. But for some reason he stops. He stares up at me, waits for me to go on to second stage, and then unhooks me and then nods at me. And I was so incredibly angry, I just run away. And then the ghost face instantly spots me and then hits me. And I just got off for the day.
But I have DC'd as killer. Only once, and it was this night game on Badham, and it was against a Sabo squad right after Sabotage Speed got buffed on toolboxes. And yeah, no, I couldn't deal with it. I was pretty new to playing Knight, and just, every time you down a survivor, I just hear a loud noise notification on all of the nearby hooks, and there's 3 people nearby body blocking me, and I couldn't handle it. That still remains as the only game I've DC'd during, and before that game, I kind of took it as a badge of pride that I didn't DC in matches and that I always stuck it out no matter what. And now that I do have that game as Knight, it kind of is like a stain on my record, and I just really, in retrospect, wish I hadn't DC'd and just played it out.
And then I went up against this, let's say, big, a little bit big, medium streamer, yeah. And I don't remember his name, but I remember how I felt. I saw that this guy was live, and I just did the classical good luck, have fun, mirror killer. I was playing Trickster, and at some point in the match, I realized they were a bully squad. Yeah, they had flashlights, they had sabo builds and whatever. So I thought that if I wanted to win, I needed to slag them. Yeah, I needed to try to be. I don't know. I don't want to say try hard, but yeah, be it. So be it. Yeah. So I got a 3K, and then I went back to their chat, and they were so mad at me. They were so mad at me, just because I did what I should to win. Yeah. I just I felt that I was just doing what I was supposed to do to counter the play style. And they started to say that I was a bad person. They started to say that I was a bad player. They didn't knew. They said that I didn't know how to play the game. Their chat was agreeing. They were calling me to, calling me names and stuff. And I just closed the stream. It was very negative for me. I just closed the stream, and by curiosity, I couldn't hold myself, and then I just went to look through the VOD, and there was a lot of bad energy. There was slurs, and then I just blocked it. Then, and I wish I never had this interaction.
I can't pronounce their names. I'm just gonna call him Russian guy and his friend group. This Russian guy, they beat the hell out of me in one of my matches. I lost pretty badly. I believe I was trying to learn Billy when he got reworked, and they found me outside of the game. My PlayStation account and my Steam account, my Discord account, they do not share names. This guy managed to find all 3 of them, and I received death threats for over a month. It was pretty bad. I had to lock down all of my profiles. I even changed my passwords. That was the worst case of toxicity I've ever had. That was over, I think, a year ago. I think. My, again, sense of time is very bad.
Our lobby was me, a random, and then a duo. And the duo was Sable with a TTV name, and then a Michaela with something along the lines of that Twitch's name as something simp. So I knew for a fact that they were a duo off the names. They would be buddy-buddy. But we got into the match. It went easy. The Julie Legion we're going against definitely didn't get any kills. But in the endgame chat, the Legion complains, survive with friends, 4-stack, yada yada. And the Michaela, who's friends with the TTV, just goes off. And these 2 are in the endgame chat just going at each other. And I'm trying to calm them down or just laugh. It was a good time, for me at least, because they weren't attacking me. But I just saw them going at it. And I was saying, girls, let's not fight. Gotta help each other. But by the end of it, the Legion just said, why don't I add your mans? And he'll talk to me. And then the lobby closed right there. So I consider the Legion having won that.
The worst game. I'm playing the Doctor. I load into Old Haddonfield. like before they reworked it. I'm playing against a Fang, an Elodie, and then like an Ash and a Jeff, I think. Can't really remember the last two. So I'm just sort of playing the game normally, and at first comes across that they are a Survive with Friends group. Like, they are super coordinated, they're very on time with like their flashlight saves and their like well-timed body blocks, and just very well coordinated. So a little rough for a guy who's just getting back into the game. So the first thing I realize is that they all have boil over equipped. So combined with the body blocks and everything, it's a bit of a rough time. We're also doing like all the boil over strats, like running over to the far corner of the map or going up to really high locations where I'm forced to drop down. And like boils over has also been changed since the last time I played, so now it has all these extra things that I didn't really know about. So I'm playing through that, and then the second thing I realize is that they all have hook destruction perks. So I'm pretty sure like one of them had like breakdown, Jeff's perk, but I'm pretty sure the rest of them all had saboteur. So boil over, sabo plays, body blocking, it's getting really hard to get any hooks at all. And so I'm getting a little frustrated. I'm getting a little stressed out. Like, I just started playing the game again. I don't really know how to play against any of this. And also, I'm trying to hit Iridescent 1, so I know I'm not going to get any pips this game at all. Sort of playing through it, because of all the Sabo plays and the boil over, I think the game finally ends with the Fang getting sacrificed, one of the survivors bleeding out. I think the LOD like escapes, and I can't remember what happened to the fourth survivor. Either they bled out or they managed to like get hatch or something. I come out of that game just like exhausted, but like at the same time, I just have to appreciate like the absolute audacity of these players.
There's this one match. It was on, I forgot which map it's called, but it's the medical facility, I would say, garden, greenhouse type of thing. I forgot the map, but the whole game, like, they were going full Sabo, Unbreakable. It was horrible. And at the end of it, they were, oh my gosh, the words that they were saying, I don't think I could even relate to, for fear of you getting struck by a hammer by YouTube. So
Unlike part 1, I've decided not to share the worst DBD story I have, because I don't have one. Believe me, I've had some truly horrendous games full of mistakes, frustration, toxicity, and everything in between. But we always come back to it, don't we? Dead by Daylight, the game we love to hate.